Millions of Pakistanis have been severely affected by the worst flooding that struck the Asian country in a decade as the death toll continues to rise. Now, as the situation deteriorates, many of the affected people are rendered homeless and struggling to access food for survival. Amid the gravity of the destruction, the government has since sought for international support, but its response has been relatively low. Let's have more details of that in this report.
A rain emergency was announced in several areas of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in the wake of unprecedented rains that pushed most of the country into a crisis.
According to government statistics, more than half of Pakistan is underwater and millions of people have been rendered homeless as a result of flash flooding generated by abnormal monsoon rains which have entered their 8th spell with no signs of subsiding.
The death toll is rising. Food and relief items are being delivered to isolated areas where stranded people await assistance. The situation is getting worse.
Apparently, it's very bad, because we are still having a very high level of flood right now. You can see it, because I haven't ever seen this river running like in this situation. So, but on our part, we are trying our very best to do something for our public, for our properties, for their health, for their shelter, for their food.
Evacuations are underway in Nowshera, where water level in the Kabul River has risen 300,000 cubic feet per second. People have lost their homes and their livelihood. 75-year-old Shamroz had to flee as soon as the government announced a flood warning. The water started rising at night. I took my family to a higher area, but I did not get time to take out my household stuff. Our fridge is still inside. The government has sought international assistance to cope with the devastation, and while many global bodies and countries have pledged funds for relief work, their response to the government's appeal has been slow so far. The magnitude of damage is unprecedented, and many say the full scale of loss will only be realized once the water recedes. The Meteorological Office has predicted heavy rains for the weeks to come.